Hello there. Thank you for joining us here on the Handshake New Vision TV with me, Lynn Komjisha. And we are very grateful that you're part of us because we get to discuss the issues that affect you every single day. And as usual, with me is Paul Busharizi to help me understand the business aspect. This guy is an expert in business issues, economy issues, blah, blah, blah. Yes, Paul, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And that's when the budget has been great. I always look forward to that day because we have a very interesting Minister of Finance. I really enjoy that guy reading the budget. It is the most interesting bit of the day for me, apart from the numerous numbers and things I cannot really comprehend. So, Paul, where are we, budget-wise?
Oh, well, I think, you know, the budget has been going through Parliament. We've been building up to this. We've had certain things, past interesting things have come through last week. The budgets, the MPs waived taxes on SACCOs for the next 10 years, which is very exciting. SACCOs are going to be the things that help us increase our savings as a nation. So, very interesting stuff coming out.
Wow. Talking of savings and SACCOs, the month has ended and people are getting their salaries, rushing to the bank. Sorry, you'll have to forgive me. This is a very interesting time because everyone is excited around this time. By excitement, I mean super excited. My worry, though, by the 15th of next month, that totally gloomy. Like, you will not meet someone and you talk to and they'll be smiling. Paul, have you met such people? Have you encountered?
You did try to ask whether I'm one of those people.
I am not. I don't expect you to be.
No, I mean, yeah, it's a recurring theme of our economic life as people.
By economic
You're
life,
even lucky. You even talked about the 15th. Some people don't even get to the 1st. Because if you're paid on the 26th, by the 1st, the money is gone. And it's compounded this time around because school children have just gone back to school, so you can imagine.
What is the problem?
You know, two ways of looking at it. Either we're not being paid enough money,
okay,
or we're not using our money properly. It's one of two things. I think it's more to say, I think I lean toward the second, that we're not using our money properly, because there's never enough money.
It will never be.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure, you know, the CEOs who are earning 40 million shillings a month are also complaining. Maybe they also don't get to the 1st of the month from the 26th. I don't know.
That's a joke.
It's very possible, you know. And it basically points to, you know, what do we spend our money on? Somebody once said that we spend money that is not ours to buy things we do not need to impress people who don't care. And that's many times our problem. Yeah.
Wow. So, and when we never pay attention to it.
We probably don't even know. We're walking around in some unconscious days, just going on doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result. That's the classic definition of madness.
How prevalent is this?
You know, of course, you don't understand the topic. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I mean, it's crazy. It's everywhere. We just are bad managers of our money. I think it's just basically a lack of understanding of what money is. Money has no intrinsic value as it is. You know, you have a 50,000 shilling note. If you went and sold that note, you wouldn't get 50,000 shillings.
Of course not.
Money is just a representative of value. It is for one thing, a promise by the government that issues that money, that if somebody gives you this paper, you can sell him stuff and we shall honor. It's like a debt by the government, that when he takes that money to the bank, he will get value for it. That's what money is. What money is.
Now I wonder, how best can we deal with this situation?
I mean, it's not rocket science, but again, it's easier said than done.
True.
One of the things, I mean, just a basic principle of money is that you've got to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. What that means is that, like, for example, what it means essentially is that you've got to save. Now, the problem with us, many of us, let me speak like us.
Yes.
The problem with us is that we spend and spend and spend and hope to save what is left. That's the wrong way.
True.
It should be the other way around. You save, then you spend what is left.
Paul, that is very hard.
As I said, it is simple but not easy to do. It is a simple formula, but it's not easy to do.
So,
but it works.
Wow. And we are supposed to discipline ourselves to that.
Absolutely. It's so doable. I mean, somebody wrote a book one time. It's not one time. It's a book there. It's called The Automatic Millionaire. And he said, simple. What you do, you check for one expense you have every day. And him is an American. And every day, it's Americans, they buy a cup of coffee or several cups of coffee. So he says, okay, if you buy 3 cups of coffee a day, you save 1 cup. Just save that 1 cup only. And over time, it will build up.
But I'm going to save it on my savings account. And when I run out, of course, I'll be like, oh, I have some little money.
Well, the best thing also, another good thing to do is to save it in a place where you can't get to it like the way you suggest. Many years ago, before it was probably easier to save than it is now, because this time everyone has an ATM card.
Yes.
Those days, there are certain banks, you put your money there and the hassle of getting it out is such that you just say, it's okay.
I remember at school, if you had your money, you would give it to a friend to keep it for you.
If the friend is trustworthy. Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know. Should we resort to those methods?
No, I think there are ways to save, but I think the first thing first is you've got to save first and spend after.
Spend after.
Yeah.
So that's the only way we can manage this.
Absolutely.
And
there's no illusions.
But you see, it is in the corporate world. We are living out beyond our means. In a way.
Well, that means we're spending money that we don't make.
Yes.
That is not ours.
We are spending more than we earn.
So we're spending money that's not ours.
That is not ours. So, and that is a big problem.
To buy things we don't need.
For people.
To impress people who don't care.
Yes.
That's the heart of the problem.
So precisely, we need to first pay ourselves in terms of saving, if you had that, from the economist himself. You're getting very many names.
Yeah. But I'm not an economist, but yes.
Okay, he's a business
journalist.
Business journalist. That is Paul Bushadiz, and he says, do you do that? Do you pay yourself first?
Absolutely.
I would really want to be sure you do that.
Absolutely. We talked about it, and you know why you are not doing it.
All right, before he begins pointing fingers at me, thank you, Paul, for joining us here and for shining a little light on what we should and we ought to do. So out there, when you get paid or you've already been paid, please, it's not too late. Rush, pay yourself a little bit, and then you can find a way of surviving throughout the month, the coming month. The month has not even started, and you are receiving money at the end of June. This is May ending, you have been paid. Please try and survive. The times are really not that good. I'm trying to be very nice. I hope you understand what it means. So thank you for joining us here on The Handshake with Milin Komjisha, and I was with Paul Bushadizi. We're looking at our very many issues affecting us. Thank you so much, Paul.
You're welcome.